So the balance update for season 2 came out and it's awful. It's pretty rough. I mean, Doomfist got like 10 buffs, which is insane. He's gonna be even more annoying to play against, and it's been really interesting seeing the community feedback because all the Doom players are like, the thing they find fun about Doom's kit is his tech and it's like the skill stealing, right? The skill that comes with him. They've made him easier to play, and they've given him a little more value on like the very bottom end. Like, you still have to learn how to play him to like get maximum value, but he's gonna be really frustrating to play against this next season. I don't even know like if the Junker Queen buff is gonna do anything whatsoever. Like, her healing has already been pretty like non-existent, that I can't imagine having it that big of an impact. But I guess we'll find out once like people start playing her in ranked. Them changing Bastion's ultimate is like cool. I still think his Overwatch 1 ultimate would fit into Overwatch 2. Now that there are less shields, I feel like there'd be a lot more value with it. It'd be interesting if they let players pick between the two of them. That would be a really unique take to go for that. I think the most frustrating part of the balance is Hog not getting nerfed. And Sojourn not really getting nerfed, really. Like, she got like hit a little bit, but they increased her primary fire damage. And her right click is still gonna be able to basically one-shot anything, right? You hit like 2 bullets with your primary fire, and then you hit your secondary fire, and you still kill anything anyway. I think for her character to be healthy, I don't think she can hit anyone long range. I think what they need to do is, if they're gonna keep her damage values the way they are, they just need to make her fall off unbelievably short, right? Like 50, if anything outside of 15 meters, and it does like 80% less damage, because she has one of those kits that is like the does everything kit, right? Like, she has movement, she has like her orb that is actually really, it's stronger than Ramatra's like field, which is really interesting, because I feel like it should be the other way around. Like, I feel like Ramatra's field should have like all of the slow and the damage, and honestly his field needs to go up to the skybox, kind of like it was sold to us. The Symmetra changes, where like her beam charge rate and decay rate were increased by like 20%, is like, I still don't think that's gonna give her major playtime at all. Like, she's just one of those characters that like players aren't gonna get behind because her damage isn't as reliable as like hit scan, basically. Speaking of hit scan, Tracer, they kind of fixed the Tracer bug where they were like, yeah, she's got no fall off. Oops. So they fixed that, but they buffed her damage a little bit. She will always, as a support player, just be really annoying to play against, because we have pretty limited options, because now we have to pull way more of our weight, which is like fair, right? Like, I feel like supports should be able to defend themselves, and like players should be talented enough to be able to win duels against flankers. The problem is that like our kits are just overwhelmingly weaker, in the sense that if we blow over all of our cooldowns trying to save our teammates, then we're kind of like dead ourselves anyway. I think the Kiriko nerfs were pretty needed, right? Like, they increased her ultimate cost. Her movement speed bonus from her ultimate got reduced from 50 to 30, which I think is still good. And the cooldown rate was reduced from 3 to 2 times faster, so you only get your abilities 2 times faster. I think the 3 times faster was just like unwinnable. I think as soon as she popped it, it was like impossible to win against her. So that's an interesting change. One of the most controversial buffs, I don't even know what you call it. They gave Mercy 5 extra bullets in her gun, which is like, why? What does that accomplish? I feel like all of the top Mercy players have been like, these are the things you should change, and they're like, let's change your pistol. Like, no one asked for pistol buffs. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do with that, right? Like, oh, Mercy should be able to defend herself, but it's like her movement is the most engaging part of her kit, not her pistol. And even then, like, you're not taking down anybody with your pistol unless you're valking or they're already low. It's just, there's so much that I feel like is going on like deaf ears, and that isn't being heard or implemented. So the only reason I will probably play season 2 until we get nerfs to like Hog, Sojourn, or buffs to characters that make those two characters relevant, I'll probably just be logging in for the battle pass to get all the skins because they're all amazing this season. But that's not a great reason to be logging in, right? If my sole purpose is just grinding XP to be able to unlock these things, like, I don't feel engaged. I feel fatigued, and it's not just treading water. Like, I feel like I've been trying to tread water, but we're just sinking, right? Like, all of the energy has left our bodies, and there's not even like, there's no energy left to be fatigued. It's things have to change by the end of season 2, or we're gonna be in like a really dark place. We were talking about how rough of a position the game was in launch, and we didn't think it was gonna go any more downhill than it was at launch. And look where we are. So I'm a little afraid, especially because like Overwatch is such an engaging game. They do everything so well. I mean, everything but the balance has been phenomenal the entirety of the game's lifespan, right? All of the maps have been amazing. All of the hero designs have been amazing. The interactions that we've been getting with the heroes recently have been immensely exciting and engaging, and so it just the world building has been off the charts. Like, there's so few games that does world building like Overwatch does. And I just wish the characters that we loved playing didn't get such, like, they're so severely overshadowed by these unbelievably overtuned characters that it makes it hard to, like, I can't go into a game and play the character that I want without even initially getting flamed, because it's not like, if I won't install a Kiriko, then it's like a lot of games we just lose. That's what it felt like last season. I don't know if it's going to feel like it this season because she got nerfed a little bit. I still feel like it's going to be Lucio, Kiriko are still going to be like the top 2 supports anyway. I don't know. It's all a labor. All of our constructive feedback is a labor of love. I think most people that are asking for changes for the game do it because they want to enjoy their experience playing the game, and you can't make everybody happy. Like, there is a threshold that there will always be people that aren't happy with the decision that they make with the game. But I feel like the threshold for the amount of people that can make happy with the game can be so much wider. I think there can be so just even small tweaks to characters can like make the experience of logging in every day far more enjoyable, or at least tolerable, and not as rage-inducing, where I feel like I'm forced into certain characters. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out within the next couple of weeks if they hold to their word of wanting to balance faster. But we've heard this a lot. We've heard them say this a lot over the past couple of years, especially, where we're gonna be more communicative. They're gonna do things faster, and it doesn't happen. So I'm gonna continue to like hope that they do, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about this whole situation, and let's have a discussion. But I'll talk to you guys later.